We just got one.
Can't help it.
That's what I thought.
Ready?
Wording, the transcribing, so we should be good.
Call the meeting to order for May 22nd, 2024. Roll call of members, please.
General,
Here.
Kai,
Here.
leaders.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Herder.
Here. You all had a chance to read the minutes from the last meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes or make corrections?
Motion to approve. Second it.
Been moved in second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Now I will read my script here. This is how the meeting will be held today. This public meeting will be conducted pursuant to the board's rules of procedure and adopted May 26, 1988. We'll first hear the report of the planning director on the detailed information and observations regarding the request, if not done so in written form prior to the hearing. Next, we will take testimony of the applicant and his or her witnesses. Upon completion of the applicant's testimony, I'll call upon members of the audience wishing to make a statement concerning the request. Persons in favor of the request shall be heard first, followed by those who oppose it. At any time during the presentation of testimony, members of the board may interrupt to ask questions or make comments on what has been said. Upon completion of all testimony, the applicant will be allowed to make a closing statement to the board. Upon completion of the applicant's closing statement, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing on the request. After the public hearing has been closed, we will hear the recommendation of any of the planning director. And upon completion of all discussion, I'll entertain a motion of the members of the board regarding the disposition of the application. Each speaker addressing this board shall step forward to the podium, state their name and address before proceeding with their testimony or evidence. I would ask that you spell your last name. This board shall not be bound by strict rules of evidence, but does reserve the right to exclude evidence or testimony that may deem to be irrelevant, immaterial, or incompetent, or unduly repetitious. As chairman, I will rule on all questions relating to the admissibility of evidence, which may be overruled by the majority of the board. The board may grant a continuance in the case of good cause shown to any interested party who has entered his appearance. The board may, at any time, request a continuance of a hearing for the purpose of giving further notice, taking further evidence, gathering further information, touring the proposed site, or for other such reasons the board may find sufficient. In such case, we will state specific reasons for the continuance and set a date, time, and place when the matter will be continued. All official actions of this board will be made by public hearing by motion made, seconded, and employing of the membership. If conditions are imposed, such conditions shall be included in the motion or amended hereto. Our final decision will be prepared in writing and will be part of the public record of this board. Once the board has reached a decision on the case, that decision shall be final. Section 335.18 of the Iowa Code states, any person or persons, jointly or severally, aggravated by any decision of the Board of Adjustment under the provision of Chapter 335, or any taxpayer or any officer, department, board, or bureau of the county may present to the court of record a petition, duly verified, setting forth that such decision was illegal in whole or in part, specifying the ground of the illegality. Such petition shall be presented to the court within 30 days after the filing of the decision of the office of the board. Upon hearing that, I would open public hearing on case CU 2024-03.
So moved.
Wait a second.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is now open. Jeremy or Laura Garrison, come up to the podium and kind of tell us what you guys have planned and details.
All right, I didn't know we were gonna be the only ones in here, otherwise we had to sit in the front row.
Just like church, the
Yeah.
best seats are in the back.
We're a scary group, kind of scare everybody else away, so. So, Jeremy Garrison, give my address to you?
Yes.
Have to, 32999 250th Street, Neola. We're just, trying to start a new business, micro distillery. Something exciting, get us out of construction. Our bodies are broken down, starting to break down, and I don't know, just need something else to, I don't know, new venture, I guess. So, I don't know. Manufacturing only, as you guys know. We'll just bottle it and then send it to Des Moines and they can distribute it. So,
I was gonna ask you, do you have it in an online type of thing, or is it all, does that have to go through,
No.
has to go through a distributor to?
we don't have online yet.
Okay.
We were seeing what happened here before we make the next, steps.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Because how long it might be in here, I didn't read that, but how long have you guys been making this stuff, or just kind of the idea, or?
Just kind of messing around for maybe 5 or 6 years,
Okay.
just.
Trying to
Something
see
to,
if it
something to
works.
try, something to try, yeah.
Okay.
What is it? What?
Whiskey, whiskey, flavored moonshines.
Know if that has become really popular and, lately, that kind of some homegrown stuff, which would be kind of cool. So that's, I think it's it's a good idea. I think it's, hope it works out for you guys.
Yes, we're hoping so. We're trying to get into the organics, all organic and go down that route and see where that goes, since that's also coming back, or I should say, coming into getting popular. So
Did you bring samples?
we did not bring samples. We were told we couldn't get past security with it.
Pam could have got it in.
My wife just brought her little purse today, so there's no way we were slipping any in that either.
Pockets, man.
May I come up as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. You come up as well too.
If you have something you'd like to say, if not, I mean,
This is my brother Ryan. He's also, one of the owners.
you just state your name.
So my name is Laura Garrison,
Okay.
also with the 32999 250th Street in Neola.
All right.
So as Jeremy had said, he and Ryan had started we're dabbling with just making whiskey, just kind of figuring out just something to kind of do and as a hobby, and something that I've been really proud of them for is that this is their 10-year anniversary now for their own construction company that they have then branched off, and so they're well formed and successful in that. So I have no doubts to their success with this, and doing the manufacturing only is something that we keep safe for our property and our, we have children, so obviously we don't want people in and around our area. So this is just something where we would send out and have that part done elsewhere, and this is just for that purpose at our place. So
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ryan Garrison, the younger half of me and Jeremy, and so we own 50/50 on Garrison Brothers Construction. We've had that for 10 years, like Laura said. And Jeremy said we wanted to get on construction, a little bit hard on our bodies. He has been a leader for Boyd Jones Construction, a superintendent for them, and I have been a foreman for Allied. And we decided to go out on our own because we knew we could do better and make a difference. So we do a lot of school work, public school work, fire stations, hospitals. We're doing Harlan Memorial Hospital right now for that. And we would like to get into another venture. And when we thought of this, Jeremy's place was far enough out, away from enough people. We could keep it to ourselves and minimize the risk of this whole operation if we get it going. So we took the steps in starting to get this going, and hopefully it takes off. So, and like Jeremy said, we are looking towards the organic road. We do know that that's coming back into play with the younger generation, and we think we have something new to offer. So. And
Also, whiskey's pretty popular.
whiskey is, but you can make an organic whiskey.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
I'm not sure if your liver cares, but
Well, I don't know. So, any other questions for me?
I don't have any. Anybody else have a question?
Okay,
Okay,
all right, thank you.
thank you, guys. At this time, I'd ask if anybody wants to speak in favor.
I do have one thing.
Would you like to speak in favor? Is that?
In favor.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
no, I'm not that guy. Don't worry, don't worry. Bud Johansson, 203 4th Street, Neola. So their background in construction, I personally have seen their facility. They've spared no expense, in converting, an area of their property. It is 100% top notch, all brand new, all stainless steel. For what it's worth, they did a fantastic job. I don't know if you guys have to do with that at all, but, it's a fantastic place, so.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would anybody else like to speak in favor? There's no one else. Would, anybody would be opposed, would like to come up now? All right, if there's no one opposed, I guess I would,
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
move in second. All in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public hearing is now closed. I would ask for the staff's recommendation.
So, but before I make the recommendation, I want to let you, just a little bit of a difference in this, because this is more than likely will come up in future cases of distilleries as they are becoming more popular and people talking about them. But when Ryan originally came to us ahead of time to talk to us about the idea of what it is, they have a manufacturer's only permit for, is what they're going for with the state of Iowa. In order to get that manufacturer's only permit, they had to get a letter from us that the zoning was going to match up for what they were doing there. And that brought in a lot of good conversation about what does the manufacturer's only permit entail and how does that fall within our zoning ordinance of what we currently have. So the manufacturer's only, you're not having people out to the site. It's just they're manufacturing it there, then they'll bottle it and they'll take it up and they can either take it out to do samplings or they'll take it to the mornings, whatever, to have it distributed out. But we're not talking about a customer base coming to the site. It's just going out from there. So that will be a distinction potentially in future cases that may come before the Board of Adjustment here. So with that, the staff recommendation is to approve the request for a rural enterprise business subject to the following conditions. Number one is that the applicant will follow the criteria set out in section 8.004.165 rural enterprise business in accordance with those regulations. Point two is that the area dedicated to the rural enterprise business shall be limited to 1,200 square feet in the subject building with a maximum of 3 employees. The total area devoted to the rural enterprise business shall not exceed 1 acre, including the building, parking areas, or any outdoor storage. Number four, there is no on-site sales of distilled spirits shall be allowed. Number five, any applicable federal and state licenses shall be secured and regulations shall be adhered to. Number six is any hazardous waste or byproducts that result from this rural enterprise business shall be disposed of in accordance with EPA regulations. Number seven is that the applicant shall secure commercial building permits if necessary to ensure compliance with Pottawattamie County, Iowa Building Code. And this is based on the following findings of fact. Number one, the subject property is located in a Class A2 zoning district. The zoning ordinance adopted in conjunction with the land use plan stipulates that rural enterprise business is a permitted conditional use in the A2 district. The subject property is located in an area that is a mixture of rural residential and agriculture. The business shall be conducted indoors, so there should be no evidence of a rural enterprise business that is being conducted on the premises. The area of the building to be dedicated to the business is less than 1,200 square feet, and the total area dedicated to the business is less than 1 acre. Number four, the business shall consist of the 2 owners, one being the owner of the property, the other being the property owner's brother. Number five, no on-street parking is permitted with this land use, nor is any proposed by the applicant. The rural enterprise business has 1 outside employee. The existing road system is adequate to accommodate the additional vehicles being added to the traffic count. Number six, no on-site sales of distilled spirits will occur on the property.
All right, if there's no other discussion from the board, I guess if someone would like to make a motion on this application,
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
been moved in second, roll call vote.
Berger,
Yes.
Leaders,
Yes.
General,
Yes,
Ty,
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
the application has been approved. Congratulations. If there any other, stuff that we need to work on tonight, Matt, any other business?
No other business tonight.
If no other business, I would ask for a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
A second, moved in second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We have,
Meeting is
we
adjourned.
have a meeting next month yet,
We have one application and possible.
in 26.